Hello again. And today I want to talk to you about life and the balls it throws us and the challenges it gives us. So we can see, is it really challenging us, or is it just trying to wake us up to reach our potential and reach the dreams that we've always had inside of us? Have you ever felt like life keeps throwing you one curveball after another, one challenge after another, and you just can't catch a break? Well, maybe you lost your job. Maybe a relationship that you really wanted to work out ended. Or everything that once made sense to you in your life is now upside down. So, this isn't just random bad luck. What if life is trying to wake you up so you can do something bigger with your life? Something that you were destined to, something that you've always wanted to do, but never had the time because you were working. And in that job, you were just so comfortable and just knew how to do it with your eyes closed, but had become a routine. And you've always wanted to do something better, but you didn't know how to get out of your comfort zone. And maybe they were some dreams that you secretly wanted, but maybe you were just too afraid to chase, right? So, in this episode, we're going to talk about that and see and talk about our mindset and how to reinvent ourselves and rebuild our life from scratch. Because if life pushes you that way, and if life ends something, what are your choices? You either lay down and do nothing and be miserable, or you rise to the challenge, you have time to think about what you really want to do and really wanted to do all your life, and you get up and you do it. So in this video, I'll show you how to recognize when life is pushing you towards a change, the surprising reason why setbacks might be the best thing for you, and how to turn these wake-up calls into real transformation. Sound good? Let's dive into it. So, let's break this down. Imagine you're in a job you hate, which I think a lot of us are. You know it's draining your soul, but you stay because it's comfortable. Then, boom, one day they lay you off. At first, of course, you're going to panic, right? Because what are you going to do? How are you going to feed your family? You're going to say, why is this happening to me? What is the next step? I really have to either go out and get another job or do something that will generate an income. But what if life is actually nudging you towards doing what you really want? Maybe it's a business idea you've had for a long time, and you've just been too scared to start a career. And maybe that career shift, really excites you, but you could never do it because you knew you had that job to go to every day. Well, here's the thing. Life will always keep making you uncomfortable until you wake up. So it will keep throwing you those curveballs until you wake up and look up and say, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. So maybe your relationship is falling apart because you've outgrown it. It's not right for you. And maybe your financial struggles are pushing you to level up and create wealth in a new way. Or maybe your burnout is a sign that you're meant to do something more. If any of you out there are meant to do something more, or have a relationship where you know in your gut is burned out, or you financially you have struggles, but you're destined for more, please leave it down in the comments. Let me know what your struggles are, what your financial, your personal, your career aspirations are. I would love to hear it. So, have you noticed how people make such a drastic change when they're forced to do it. That's the way life. That's the way of life saying, "Are you ready yet? Are you ready to do this?" So hopefully you are ready to do it. Okay, so let's do an exercise now. Take a second and think. What's the one problem that keeps showing up in your life over and over? Think about it. Is it your financial struggles? Is it your relationship struggles, issues? Is it feeling stuck in a job you hate? Is it the place that you live that you hate? What is it? Let's go deeper. Try to think, what does life try to tell you? What does your gut tell you? What have you always wanted to do and you haven't? If you keep struggling with money, maybe it's time to stop playing small and build something of your own. Is it going to be scary? Hell yeah, of course it's going to be scary. But I've never known anyone to grow without being scared. I've never knew anyone that's successful that has stayed stagnant and comfortable. Everybody has to get outside of their comfort zone to do something better. If your relationship always fail, maybe it's a sign to heal old wounds and raise your standards. Maybe you need somebody in your life, not better than that person, because I'm sure that person is awesome, but maybe they're not awesome for you and don't have the same wants and desires and aspirations and visions and dreams that you have. And that causes friction. If you're always exhausted, maybe you're living out of alignment with your real purpose. Do you see a pattern here? That life won't stop throwing you those curveballs until you decide to change the game. And this is where we're going to change the game. So now you see the pattern, but how do you actually shift? How do you get out of that pattern and go into a new pattern, a new beginning, a better pattern for you? Will it be better in the beginning? No, there's going to be struggles. But you know what? If you stick to it and you're consistent with it, you are going to come out on the other side being a better person. Because the person that you're going to start with today is not going to be the same person once you take that first step. And every step you take, that person is going to be different. So recognize the message. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? What is this struggle trying to tell me to do? Take a small step towards what you know you need to do. If it's money you want, start a side hustle. If it's a relationship you want, set new boundaries. Be yourself. Set those boundaries and show the other person who you want to be. If it's your career, start exploring what excites you, because what excites you is going to make you successful. What doesn't excite us keeps us stagnant, keeps us complacent, and keeps us bored. So the hardest part is trusting that life isn't punishing you. It's redirecting you. It's telling you, hey, go that way, because this way it's not going to work for you. This isn't who you are. Your struggles aren't here to break you. They're here to build you and to build you up as high as you want to go. So now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me again, what's the one pattern in your life that keeps you repeating what you're doing now? And what do you think it's trying to tell you? So friends, if this video resonated with you, you liked something about it, and you want more of this content, leave a like and subscribe to the channel that I'm trying to build. And I would love for you to take you guys along for the ride, because I have decided at this journey in my life, I am not going to become stagnant. Am I terrified? Absolutely. Every time I push that play button, that record button, I'm sorry, to make these videos, I'm terrified. But you know what? I'm doing it. And I'm going to see it through, and I'm going to build this channel, and I would love for everyone to join me. And I will support each and every one of you and take this journey together. So until next time, thank you so much. And until next time, be the best you could be. Raise your standards, raise your life, and don't see each curveball and each difficulty as knocking you down. See it as an opportunity.